Man, I've been playing a lot of Skyrim lately. I think it's time for something different. You know what they say, you never truly quit RuneScape. You just take really long breaks.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Todd Howard, you son of a bitch. So now that all the budget is blown on the intro, let's get into the rules.
There's a new skill in Old School RuneScape.
Hey, do you mind? I'm trying to explain the rules of my next Skyrim run.
Yeah, but it's all about a RuneScape game mode, innit?
I mean, yeah.
Alright then. Well...
Hang on, how are you even here right now?
What, on this boat?
No, I mean in Skyrim.
Well, I'll tell you why I'm on this boat.
No, that's not what I meant.
It's because Old School RuneScape has just released a new skill called sailing. As you can tell, that is what I'm doing. It's the first brand new skill to Old School RuneScape.
Okay, but what does that have to do with Sky? Oh, brother, he's just gonna keep going, isn't he?
Because it's the only skill ever released technically. You can set sail from existing ports to explore the seas of Gielinor, hire your crew or friends, build and customize your ship, explore a massive new web of over 30 islands and places of interest, and it's accessible for all players new and old. You'll also be fighting new enemies like krakens, sharks, orcas, frost dragons, and even griffins. You can earn XP by navigating the seas, salvaging shipwrecks, racing your ships, and it even integrates into existing skills like crafting, smithing, and woodcutting, which, if I'm correct, you'll be doing a lot of in this run.
Yeah, you're right. I'll be doing quite a lot of... Wait, how did you know I'll be doing all those things?
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. The dreamer might become awake and lucid.
What are you talking about?
Goodbye.
Well, that was weird. Oh, I wonder what this note is. Whether you're a new or returning player, there's a new sailing skill to level to 99. Please check the link in the description and pinned comment to learn more and set sail now. Wait... What is this? Am I just some made-up character in a lower reality?
You know too much now. Click the link, boys!
Ugh, my head. What in the Todd Howard just happened? What was I doing? Oh yes, the rules of the run. An ultimate Ironman in RuneScape is a character who can't bank, can't trade with other players, must obtain or craft all equipment themselves, and has no item protection on death. Items on death will drop to the floor.
You might consider putting on something.
So for Skyrim, we're going to modify some of these rules and set some goals for ourselves. So number 1, any weapons or armor I use must be made myself. I will not be allowed to loot equipment from any enemies I slay or chests I come across in dungeons. I will still allow arrows to be looted and any goodies as dropped loot though. Number 2, since we can't bank in RuneScape, I won't be able to store any items anywhere. Unless I'm immediately using it, once I drop an item, it's gone for good. Number 3, we can't trade, so no merchants are allowed either. I'll still be able to use carriages and dialogue-specific functions, but no merchant menus will be allowed.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Number 4, if I die, all items must be dropped on the spot and I will not be allowed to use them. And for some bonus remarks, stealing is allowed, looted food and potions are allowed, optimal leveling is allowed without making the skill legendary, I'll only use a shout if it's a main quest reward, and as usual, I will be playing on legendary difficulty because nobody plays RuneScape to have fun. We play it to simulate suffering. I have 3 goals in this playthrough. Reach 85 magic resistance, get to level 46, and defeat Alduin, because what's a RuneScape challenge without a little Dragon Slayer action? So let's create my default Breton, name him appropriately, and spawn into Lumbridge. Don't remember that from 2007. And I think it's a little early to be fighting black dragons right now. Nobody told me this was a super hardcore Ultimate Ironman run. My, how the times be a-changin'. I get freed by the soldier just following orders, grab the free supplies, some lockpicks, and some broken Stormcloak ankles, and get the grind going. As any longtime RuneScape player will tell you, starting the lifetime of grind with some skilling is never a bad idea. Now to grab the Thief Stone because we're going fishing, boys. And as you beautiful people have told me in the comment section, By using the flame spell, you can fry up the salmon as they're jumping, and then pick up both the salmon roe and the unmarked dead fishy for another salmon roe. So that's double the salmon roe you would normally get from just catching them. Got that optimal training method going. I go ahead and take out all the free stuff from Alvor as it's part of the main quest, loot up all his ingredients and his gold, and ask if he needs some help around the forge.
Yes, actually. Why don't you keep that dagger and helmet? Maybe you'll remember me when you're making Skyforged steel, huh?
And so, I got my first equipment, a hide helmet and iron dagger. Now let's get exactly 25 woodcutting XP and start farming these fishies.
Ever been to Morcar?
And with all that fresh salmon fried up, that makes 87 salmon roe harvested. Now I just need to collect 2 ingredients for the same amount. I traveled to Lake Ilinalta to collect Nordic barnacle from both the sunken ruins and the shipwreck by the Ladystone, and I also traveled to Riften, where you can find a few under the docks. Other than that, it's a quick trip to Dawnstar,
Climbing back and we'll be off.
where you can find several just hanging out along the Sea of Ghosts. Pull up at some of the shipwrecks and trigger some thalassophobia at the Pilgrim's Trench, and lastly, head west of Windhelm towards the Nightgate Inn, where I can summon a wolf to beat up on some real wolves. He was not a good boy. And now I get his skin. But it's here at Lake Yorgrim where I can grab the rest of the barnacles. That's 2 ingredients down. 1 more to go. I break into Sven's house and steal all his garlic because f*** him, shield Feindal's eyes from my life of culinary crime, and head to Solitude by carriage because the locals are absolutely loaded with God's gift of flavor to mortals. Unfortunately, my breath afterward is wife repellent though. But now that we have enough collected, it's time for me to head to Riften so I can get those sheets shifting.
Are you familiar with how marriage works in Skyrim?
Oh, familiar enough, my friend. Familiar enough. And while I'm in Riften, I can start crafting away my first set of gear.
Never been an honest day's work.
Now let's finally head inside Whiterun. Remember that firewood from earlier?
Honest gold for honest work.
And now I can take all the smaller stuff without stealing at the Bannered Mare. Still gotta be careful about that mammoth tusk though. Now that I've somehow managed to shove 100 pounds of ivory up my ass without anyone noticing, I can hand deliver it to my doting drug-dealing dame.
You do that?
Why, yes I would.
I do. Now and forever.
I hope she accepts me, a homeless Breton, into her 4 walls.
You can always stay with me.
Perfect. I guess that's why they call it the Trappings of Love, because she is quite trapped as my main experience booster, and we are gaining quite the experience tonight. When I wake up, I make sure to take the other wood in the house, a broom, for reasons I'll explain later. How convenient that the resident drug dealer lives so close to the alchemist in town. Definitely not suspicious at all. Let's get down to alchemy training though. As I outlined earlier, salmon roe, Nordic barnacle, and garlic are all I need to get a ton of experience. And after 5 minutes of strategic alchemy perks in training, that's 95 alchemy. All my level up points are going into health as usual, and I've taken every alchemy perk except for experimenter and purity. I have 5 extra perk points left over that I'll plug into light armor, smithing, alteration, and restoration. With that out of the way, I can read the rest of the 5 alchemy levels to 100. Pretty easy grind. Only took me 3 hours. And as one grind ends, another begins.
Cross the bridge at your own peril.
So the only reason we're here at this point in our journey is that Feralda offers us 1 free spell from each of the schools of magic depending on which test she offers you. And I'm here for Mage Light.
Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it.
Oh, I am too.
Which is an excellent spell. Well done indeed.
Oh, but there's way more where that came from. With the Mage Light spell, I can run up to the city gate at Solitude, aim at the peak of this mountain, and start blasting with Mage Light spells. At first, it's pretty slow because of the large magicka costs, but even just 2 goes the extra mile. This should speed things up. And if you'd like to go the extra mile for yours truly, then please consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel for more Elder Scrolls content. And if you're so inclined and can comfortably afford to do so, you can join this lovely list of my wonderful channel members who enjoy such perks as sneak peeks, an exclusive Discord channel, exclusive YouTube posts, and more. A big thank you to all of you on this list who support the channel with your hard-earned cash. There are over 50 of you now, which is crazy. And speaking of crazy, there's an extra 30% magic resistance and 100 alteration. Only took about 10 minutes from start to finish. That'll be a solid 55 total magic resistance. And all the way across the province back to Riften, so we can stop skilling and start killing.
To receive the touch of Mara, you must first act as her hands in the world.
So as part of the Book of Love quest, I'm going to need to travel to Ivarstead, which ordinarily would not be a problem. Just hook around the northeastern side of the mountain like I've done before. Pretty simple. Except not so simple because this freaking noob decided to aggro me on the way to this country bumpkin little town. And he is not f***ing around today. No protect from melee up in this bitch. Okay, I think I've gotten enough distance from him. I should be safe.
My daughter's driving me crazy. So forgive me if I'm a bit on edge.
You're as good as dead.
I'm sure.
What the hell? She pulled a dagger out. Oh no, this can't be good. I guess I'll try to defuse the situation. That troll is no joke. Okay, so far so good. Okay, not so good. Yeah, even with fire, it's not going to be enough. Yeah, bro, I'm with you. Let's get the hell out of here. Well, I think Yofdor is still a bit occupied. It's like half and half if the villagers are interested in the troll or not. Weird little culture they have around here. Okay, so the troll is still hanging out over here on this rock. And of course my fire does nothing to him despite trolls being weak to fire, by the way. Well, let's see what the Rift's finest can do about it. A troll crossing a bridge. Can't make this shit up. Okay, let's get it. No, Klimek, why'd you have to go in front? Dude, now is really not a good time. Alright, we're kind of dealing with him. Sorta. Decent progress here. Just gotta watch these bloodthirsty guards. Alright, we got half the village on the troll again with our boy taking the aggro. And these bumpkins can't even finish off the literal wild predator in the streets. I hate it here. I can see why no one wants to move here to literally bump nowhere. Okay, yeah, they really don't want me here. Guess I'll just casually hop down the treacherous terrain down this side of the waterfall. Maybe they'll give me a proper arrest in Riften? Nope. Ow. Okay, how about a trip to Windhelm? Cool, solid. We go again. Okay, so it seems like the PTSD triggers have calmed the down finally.
You know what? You're not worth the hassle. Go. Be some other guard's problem.
Oh sure, like you weren't the ones just trying to kill me the other day as I helped you slay a village-threatening troll. I swear, these people deserve the hardship.
Oh, Klimek.
At least Markarth doesn't have these problems.
This pendant would look lovely on my sister.
Okay, maybe they do. Can never have nice things around here.
I love you.
Well, at least they have that going for them. Last is to head out to Gjörkur's monument, and oh god, there's a cat behind me. Fantastic, and we have some Thalmor just waiting for us. Well, I guess there are worse people to bump into. Perhaps not. Well, at least they're good for something. Finally, we've arrived. And here's the reunion.
I'm so confused.
And I'm so confused why you people just can't seem to wear undies. Whatever, let's just turn the quest in.
I trust by now you've achieved a higher comprehension of love.
Oh yes, right after I got a higher comprehension of how misshapen a Nord's ballsack can be.
Good journey, my child.
I wouldn't go that far, but at least that 70% magic resistance total. Now that the magic resistance is basically covered, the troll fight from earlier showed me I need to find ways to start hitting a little harder, and stealing void salts from Arcadia's cauldron is step 1 in that process, and getting orichalcum ore from that troll cave in Ivarstead is step 2. Now for my last step, I'll need at least a greater soul gem. And listen, I cut out about 40 minutes of gameplay just now from just this search alone, so I'm off to the White Firel in Windhelm, where I can swipe Lundry a soul gem from the barrel and get back to the College of Winterhold. I think level 26 is just a bit too early for me to try to find any of those higher level soul gems in the wild for now. And the reason we want them is down here in the midden. The Atronach Forge is truly a marvel of Daedric design, which works in the following way. Insert your ingredients into the offering box, turn the switch, and receive your prize. But it seems I've hit a snag. I cannot put the special soul gem in it because it's a quest item. Well, that's a little annoying. Thankfully, we got this little screwball to help us out.
When the top level was built, no more could be placed.
Yeah, just give me your child's play thing.
Trust Septimus. He knows you can know.
Now I can head over to Alftan to begin the descent into the depths. I visit Sarthal and loot up all the goodies outside before encountering this little hothead. If this doesn't highlight the absolute state of my damage, I don't know what will. Bob and weave, bob and weave. Ah, he bobbed me. Weave this, you nerd. Valid crash out. Guess his PID wasn't low enough. Alright, here we go. Down into the depths. Yeah, no, this ain't gonna work. Help! Help! Sir, let me pass, please! Get hopped on, idiot. Alright, I'm gonna just run through. Okay, let's flip that switch and swing by this clanker who's carrying my coveted Grand Soul Gem. You guys can settle your differences. I'm just beneath all this. Blackreach is looking quite dark this time of year. Time to get back to the surface though. It's nice having a little pipeline to the shroom room for when I need to relax. Now then, where were we? Ah, yes, that's right. Broom, Soul Gem, Orichalcum, Void Salts, crank that pull bar, and there we go. A Staff of the Storm, Atronach. Truly a thing of beauty. Now let's head to Whiterun. It is at this point in the playthrough that I decided it's probably a good idea for me to focus on the physical craft of smithing. And now that I have myself a bodyguard in the form of a storm rock golem thing, I can finally head over to Halted Stream Camp to mine all the iron ore I need. Well, damn. I like my orcs well done, thank you very much. And here on this table, I can grab the Transmute Ore spell, which converts iron ore to silver ore, and then silver to gold ore. Now we get to loot this chest and... ah, fuck.
A new hand.
Nope, not right now, Meridia. I yearn for the mines. Pretty good little haul there, but I gotta visit some different halls first.
You must take the lexicon. Free me of my burden.
The halls of Evangenzel, that is.
I don't like this place.
Was it the dark, dank, depressing dungeon that put you off? Like it or not, this dwarven ruin will serve a dual purpose for me. By smacking around the denizens of dead dwarves, I can grab some soul gems, and also some Dwemer scrap that I can melt down into dwarven metal ingots later. I'm looking for these in particular for their best weight to ingot ratio. But other than training up my warrior skills, which are in desperate need of an upgrade, the reward for completing this quest is gaining the Ancient Knowledge passive, which grants a 15% boost to smithing experience. Or at least that's what it is supposed to do. Apparently the effect itself is bugged, and instead increases tempering effectiveness by 15%, not your leveling. I just found out about this while writing the script and I'm very distraught. At least the 25% armor effectiveness while wearing Dwarven is also bugged, and it instead applies to every armor except Dwarven. So there's that. I swear, Todd just can't help himself with all the bugs, man. Anyway, this Guardian took freaking forever to take down, courtesy of my steel equipment. 4 minutes. 4 f***ing minutes of my life that I'll never get back. I guess it's better than 4 days of playtime splashing around in Lumbridge, though. Instead, I'm splashing with a melee weapon. Well, now that that's done, let's go grab the Warrior Stone, sleep with my loving drug-dealing wife, and haul my overweight ass to the smelter where I can get started melting this shit down. First, let's make some jewelry. That way, I can reach level 30 and beyond, so I can grab the Dwarven Smithing perk and start cranking out the clanker bows. And that's level 44 at the close. I'm gonna make this little waterway in Whiterun my waste disposal. Now then, I think I'm due for an upgrade. Dawnstar has a nice little quicksilver operation. Might as well grab some iron while I'm at it too. See, I play both sides of the mining feud, so I always come out on top. But I am limited by my refined moonstone stores, and I know just the place to fix that. Soljan's Sinkhole is a little hole in the wall just past Kartspire Camp in the Reach.
Whoa there! I don't know where you're going, but stay out of that mine. It isn't safe.
It is indeed not safe, but it is also where I can find 5 moonstone ore veins, which should be enough for some decent gear. Oh yeah, forgot to mention that I made a soul trap book at the Atronach Forge as well. Now you may have noticed that at this point in the run I am level 29, which in real life is about the last year anything good happens, but Todd comes from a simpler time where your life ends at 25, and he has programmed the Skyrim leveling system accordingly. That is a Draugr Death Overlord with an Ebony Axe and Frost Breath. As far as damage goes, it's not going. Oh yeah, and if that's not bad enough, this dude heals every so often, so that's just great. Amazing. Love it when my enemies can heal. I'm gonna need to keep Daniel, my Storm Atronach, between us at all times. And in case you need convincing, that f***ing hurts. Oh shoot, he's coming my way. No, Daniel, why'd you go in before me? I gotta get out right now. No, why? Why, Todd? Why? Well, that f***ing hurts.
Or put on some clothes, bound to upset some people.
Okay, new plan. So in Old School RuneScape, the goal of the game is to basically get the best gear, max out your account, and go brag about it on Reddit to other players whose lives have less value than yours. Now, I don't have the time to max out my Skyrim character, and I don't use Reddit, so I'll settle for getting the best gear. Here's the problem. If I really wanted the best gear, I could just make it myself by using the alchemy, smithing, and enchanting skills, but that's not really what I'm going for here. In RuneScape, the best gear is often dropped from bosses or looted from boss chests. Aside from some assembly, there's really no way a player can just straight up craft the best in slot gear for the game, so I'm going to change up some rules. From here on, I will not be allowed to use enchanted equipment unless it's a unique weapon or armor piece. I will not be counting armor that's part of a set or faction like the Dark Brotherhood or the Thieves Guild armor. That would be too easy. Think more along the lines of Daedric weapons and armor or quest-specific pieces. Really anything unique that isn't a generic leveled piece of loot or part of a set is what I'm going for. Also, I'll keep these unique pieces upon death since in RuneScape you can just re-obtain them. Not so much in Skyrim normally. Next, I will not be allowed to improve weapons or armor unless it's unique. This prevents my crafting from determining the power of my gear and makes gathering unique quote-unquote boss drops more rewarding. And lastly, I will not be using potions or enchantments to improve my crafting skills. That way the power level of gear doesn't get out of hand. Now with that being said, I burn all the little woodland creatures I can find and recreate my leather scout armor. Those fox skins look way better on me anyway.
You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff?
Well, this ought to be a slam dunk.
Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer.
Oh boy, guess I better clean up my mess. Oh, even a giant's toe. What was he even doing here? Hey, sorry about that. I was just fooling around, you know?
You were ranting when you got here, but most of it was slurred.
Oh, oh, what did I say? Something about the Dark Elves again? Maybe the Argonians this time? Hopefully not the Red Guards. Well, let's see what kind of trouble I'm in now.
You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. Sorry's not good enough. Not while my Gled is still out there alone and afraid.
Okay, chill. I'll bring your damn goat back and deal with this giant somehow. And this pack of wolves. And this Boethia cultist, I guess. Can't catch a break out here, man. Okay, I think my guy has the wolves figured out. Okay, Rorikstead guards, time to earn your paycheck. Yeah, not so tough when my boys are around, are you?
Mercy!
Finally.
Gladder, and not a scratch on her. Happy day.
Yeah, but she's kind of pissed at me for some reason. Oh, great. This one involves the wife. I'm sure she'll be thrilled about my drunken love affair.
It's not about the money, really. I wouldn't have given you the wedding ring on credit if you weren't so obviously in love.
Wait, she's okay with it? Hold on there a minute. I was not expecting this from Todd.
And after you told me that sweet story of how you met in Witchmist Grove, I can see why she left you.
I knew it was too good to be true. Oh, Christ on a bike. Of course it's a hag. Of course.
Darling, I've been waiting for you to return to consummate our love.
Ah, burn it with fire! Sheesh, I almost caught airborne Ebola from this backwater Wiccan bitch. Please take the ring back. I don't want it. I don't want to be near it. I don't want to think about it. Please don't catch a disease from it, honey.
You kept saying it would be a huge ceremony at Morvenskar. You said you even had some magic staff that would handle all of the guests.
Oh, well that sounds like a lead and a half. This dragon skin ability really coming in handy with all these mages. Please open up. Please open up. Please open up. Sheesh, felt like an eternity. Ah yes, the mind of the female species. Truly unfathomable and unknowable. I hope Sam can make sense of this. He seems to know things.
You're here. I was beginning to think you might not make it.
Hey, by the way, I got all your stuff you need for the staff.
Oh, the Hagraven feather and so on. You can throw all those out. You see, I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment.
You cheeky, demonic little bastard. Well, thanks for the staff, I guess.
My pleasure. But I think it's time for you to go.
And here we are. The Sanguine Rose allows me to summon a leveled melee Dremora for 60 seconds. And since it's unique, I'll keep it on death. Quite the nifty little tool, and the one-liners are fantastic. I continue mining in various locales, making sure that my smithing experience will keep increasing. Gotta make sure I'm able to keep upgrading my gear and all that. And after crafting some scaled armor and reaching level 55, I think it's time we head to Falkreath so we can get that dog.
You are exactly what I was looking for.
I won't lie, this didn't really go like I wanted it to. Clavicus Vial sends me to get an axe.
An incredibly powerful axe.
I travel to this cave to get the axe back. And simply return it to him.
No fun at all.
If only I saw that it was heavy armor and not light armor. What a waste. Whatever. Guess I'll head back to Falkreath and say hello to this jovial fellow.
Good morning. Come to gawk at the monster?
As a certified rogue beast, he at least understands his predicament.
It would probably be best for everyone if I just went away.
I mean, yeah, I'll give you a head start though. I gotta hunt down Hircine's finest anyway. Ah, shoot, he's gonna run. And he doesn't have any problems with running literally anywhere he wants to. He'll even climb up entire mountains if you can't pin him down. His health regen is a menace to society too. Well, at least Hircine didn't magically grant him gills or something. But apparently he gave him teleportation powers. Should be good to finish the job from here though. Finally.
Well met, hunter. Seek out this rogue shifter. Tear the skin from his body and make it an offering to me.
Well, that's kind of a rough sentence, but I'm down. I'll hear no complaints from the child predator. Okay, let's simmer down a bit there. My little demon soldier is just flying on Spirit Airlines over here. Man, Sinding is a big bulky boy without a solid weapon. At least he doesn't have any healing as a werewolf. Alright, let's put the dog down.
No match at all.
Thank you very much.
You've done well, hunter. My glory shall protect you from all this world's grievances.
And with 15 magic resistance, that makes 85 total, which is the hard cap for pure magic resistance. That's goal number 1, finally complete. Now about that weapon, let's go explore this House of Horrors.
Follow me, and keep your eyes open.
Stendar's mercy. This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
First time.
You will kill or you will die.
Well, you heard the demon. Time to die. Poor fella.
Yes, further into the bowels.
And at the bottom of the bowels, we find the rusty pile of shit. Just gotta grab it from the side here.
Fool.
Or not.
I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul.
If it'll get me my mace, I guess I'll do as you ask.
You there? Are you here to kill me?
Now, I actually have to beat you, torture you, steal your soul.
Now get out of my way. I have a task to attend to.
As you wish.
Crush the spirit from Logrolf's bones. Make him bend to me.
Well, this is gonna take a while.
You mortals and your frail, limp, pathetic bodies. Try it again.
Okay, I guess.
No more. No more. I submit.
Well, that's f***ing dark.
The mace of Molag Bal. I give you its true power, mortal.
Pretty gnarly little mace we got here though. 25 points of stamina damage, 25 points of magicka damage, and it soul traps for 3 seconds. Now to upgrade to level 60 smithing, so I can grab Arcane Blacksmith, and I'll grab Orcish Smithing for good measure as well. The Anniversary Edition of Skyrim actually adds these Orcish scaled armors into the game, which have very high armor values for light armor at level 50 smithing. Kinda wild, actually. Hey, no way I'm passing that up. Gonna cross this border like it's the Rio Grande. Into the Orcish mines. Grab some Orichalcum for the Orcish armor. Who would have thunk? Decent number of ore veins in here. Smelt into bars, and back in Whiterun, I'll craft some boots, gauntlets, and a helmet. Now to upgrade the unique Savior's Hide as part of the adjusted rules, which gives me 159 armor rating for now. And upgrade the Demon Mace, which gets me at 38 points of damage per hit. Still pretty low though. And I'm gonna need to keep it and the Sanguine's Rose recharged as well. And that's where Azura comes in.
Azura has seen your coming, traveler.
Ah, but did she see this coming?
Why? There's something different about you.
It could be the fact that I spit in the face of your pathetic attempts at magic. That'll do it.
Congratulations. You've altered the fate of a Daedric artifact and lived.
Beautiful. Now then, I have some high-class academia to attend to.
So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous.
Yeah, just hurl a fireball at me, will you?
Excellent work.
Now, you may be wondering why I'm progressing the College of Winterhold questline. Well, that is for one very specific reason.
Hold, mage, and listen well.
There is a very specific amulet in here that I need to grab. Well, that doesn't help things. I'll never financially recover from this. Whatever, we ball. Not having any potions is definitely a bit of an adjustment, that's for sure. Now I just have this little f***er to finish. Uric Galderson is carrying one of the 3 pieces of a very powerful unique amulet who once belonged to a mage named Galder back in the day. For something supposedly so powerful, it really doesn't do Uric any favors. Galder amulet fragment secured. Tolfdir can fend for himself on this giant magical soccer ball. Now let's get some armor back. There we go, good as new. Now then, where were we? Oh, that's right, investigating the legend of Galder. Now, whenever Skyrim came out, I was absolutely blown the f*** away with how freaking awesome this quest was. You travel all across Skyrim, getting f***ing blasted by Galder's dead sons, seeking to reforge the legendary source of a long-forgotten master sorcerer. You prepare yourself for this battle of the ages, unlock a passage which took sacrifice upon sacrifice to seal away, beat all the brothers again. Well, I screwed up my Dremor's chance at cinema. And then f***ing Galder wakes the f*** up and banishes all his sons and then repairs his amulet for you. And it's only 30 health, 30 magicka, and 30 stamina. This, supposedly, is the enchantment that made Galder a legendary conjurer, and Todd decided that it's just a minor stat boost. I have no words. But it is a unique amulet that's easy to get, so I guess it'll do. I think I'm in the mood for an actually powerful artifact though. And I'm not just talking about Zephyr here, which is another unique weapon that I'm definitely keeping for the rest of the playthrough. I'm in the mood for the Ethereum Crown, and that starts by collecting these here fragments. Not to worry, I collected the fragment from Mazulf much earlier in the playthrough off camera. This was always part of the plan. Getting Nern in the mood on a Wednesday morning was not part of the plan though. That was just a bonus. And here comes Biggie Boy. I think you might have had that ghost pepper chili. Not gonna lie, a little demon soldier and 30% faster draw speed goes pretty well together.
There's only one thing left to do.
Indeed there is. With this crown, I can now gain the power of 2 standing stones at once. Nice. It took me a few tries to get this right, but I finally managed to pin the Lover Stone on the Ethereum Crown with the Warrior Stone as my main power. Now with that done, I just unequip the crown, and sleep away with the wifey so I can stack both the Lover's Comfort effect and the Lover Stone together. It's a very particular formula. A little trip out to Kolskegger Mine to thin out the herd and all that gold ore, a jaunt to Gloombound Mine for ebony, Shore Stone for more ebony, Karthwasten for silver, and I finally grind to level 90 smithing, which is the last of the longest grind in this run. Why is it the longest, you may ask? I'm glad you asked. Because after I push all these buttons, pick up the lexicon and elder her scroll, I can return to Septimus, who must have liked my elf video a little too much.
The blood of Altmer, Bosmer, Dunmer, Falmer, and Orsimer. The elves still living provide the key.
Okay, let me just...
Come closer.
Ew, no. This isn't Reddit, you freak. You know, one of my favorite things about Old School RuneScape is that your character is sometimes doing really heroic things, and then other times is doing some degenerate or just stupid tasks to help an obvious villain. This kind of reminds me of that.
It's just a book.
I warned him, some books are off limits in today's world.
Your free will is an illusion. Whether you acknowledge me or not is your own business. But I will be in your mind.
Sheesh, you sound like my ex. I'm just kidding, she was a nice lady. And I'm definitely taking the path of might to bump all my warrior skills by 5, which makes 95 smithing. Maxed out armsman, extra point into agile defender, and some cursory reading to reach level 100 smithing. Now, initially, the plan was to take the Dragon Armor perk and craft some damn good Dragon Scale armor, but for some Todd-forsaken reason, the base armor rating for Orc's Scaled armor is higher than Dragon Scale is. So make that make sense. Whatever, let's just move on. I grabbed the Lord Stone to get 50 free armor rating, eat a priest to get a 50 stamina ring from a demonic grub,
your mockery will be the end of you,
and get to work leveling my Conjuration to 100, eventually reaching level 46 total. Goal number 2 complete. For my next unique piece, I wake up a rather raggedy old gamer by the name of Croesus, which in Dova Azul means regret or apologies. I'm sorry, can you just imagine your entire being centered around a regret to the dragons that you're supposed to worship and serve? It's probably why he doesn't have his own temple. That being said, I'll take the archery boost in light armor. And now for Big Mama in the sky.
Look at my temple lying in ruins.
Sheesh, okay, you don't need to yell, lady. Or formless Magnagi, or whatever you are. Honestly, the peeps down here are quite dead, and they don't put up much of a fight. And since I took the Power Shot perk from the archery skill tree, it's basically a stunlock machine with Zephyr as my bow. I'll take my Burning Light sword now, thank you. It's beautiful. Now I can just dual wield instead of having to flash my foes with flames in my left hand, and Draugr will be absolutely beneath me. I would not want to fight me with this pair of beef sticks. And now for my last item. It's time to pull an Andrew Jackson on these Forsworn. Okay, maybe he didn't eat them. But after fighting through the hordes and Hag's Inn through Deepwood Redoubt, you can actually go up this path to the right of this waterfall and scale up this mountain to find this little plateau, which happens to have a chest and a unique pair of boots called Predator's Grace, which has a muffle enchantment and a 1% boost to stamina regen. I think it's supposed to be 100%, but Todd can't code, so here we are. Honestly, I know it's just hide boots, but the unique enchantment and the fact that I've been playing this game for over 14 years and never knew that this existed just made me want to use it more. It's technically a downgrade in armor rating, but the different look on every armor piece is such a nostalgia factor for a longtime scaper like myself.
What's the meaning of this interruption?
So I finally decided after months and months of preparation to finally report the Dragon Menace to Jarl Balin.
Send a detachment to Riverwood at once.
As punishment, I've been sent to clear out Bleak Falls Barrow. Alone. I wouldn't exactly call it the most difficult thing in the world, especially now that I have Dawnbreaker. Turns out Balgruuf was pretty smart to pick the prick with the undead smiting sword that neglected to tell him about a dragon attack however long ago. Eventually, I make it to the final room, read the word wall, and wake up a Draugr who looks how I feel every morning. I use him for a bit of light armor training so I can get that perk point before putting him back to sleep. I wonder what getting to sleep is like.
Ah, the Dragon Stone of Bleak Falls Barrow.
If only that were all.
I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon.
Looks like he's still salty about how delayed I was. As you can see, my damage is kind of lacking at the moment. Even with my smithing improvement, I'm not taking down Old Mjolnir in any kind of quick fashion. Eventually, I am able to whittle his health down quite a bit with the help of these guards and Irileth, but man did it take a while. Now, one of the upsides to having the Mesa Molech Ball equipped is it deals magicka damage, which actually prevents dragons from using their breath attack if you can keep the pressure on, which leaves just the bite attack to dodge, which is pretty easy as long as you're strafing all across the side of him. And eventually, I'm able to put him down pretty easily.
You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn.
Oh, so now he's appreciative. Just gotta risk life and limb on a suicide mission first.
Show us, Dragonborn. Let us taste of your voice.
Word choice on gear. Word choice.
Use your whirlwind sprint to pass through before it closes.
I think that face says it all, bro. No need to give me any compliments. It's a gift. Might just be a side effect of all the demonic power I've obtained through this playthrough.
I think you're looking for this.
Delphine, please. I know you're a big fan, but you're like 50 and I'm married, so can we please not? Please? Listen, I know my wife is probably into it since she gave me that ring for a marriage to a Haggraven, but...
We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon.
Oh. Well, that's different. Let me just grab this word real quick and get my eardrums blasted.
Prepare yourself.
Okay, now I'm good. Let's do this. Oh, nice ass there, Todd.
I owe you some answers, don't I?
Yeah, like why do you have a torch when it's fully visible outside? Right side of my face is getting really hot, you asshole. So Delphine seems to think that the Thalmor have a lead on why the dragons are returning. They in fact did not have a lead on why the dragons are returning, useless elven supremacists. But they do have a lead on where Esbern is.
That crazy old man.
Turns out he's hiding in the Ratway.
Go away!
And he has a terrible alibi.
What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern.
Thankfully, he's easily convinced by me just stating that I'm a Dragonborn.
Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us.
I could have been anyone who knew about the prophecy. He did absolutely nothing to vet me before we made it out to Riverwood, but it's his lucky day and he knows where to take us next.
Skyhaven Temple.
Thankfully, it's just a bunch of Forsworn here. Ah, see, we have something in common. Finally, my people get the recognition they deserve. We are bald. Our people have been oppressed for centuries. I make a blood offering to my fellow bald brethren, and he gives me a nod of approval before blessing me with the holiest of dragon-slaying relics, Dragonbane. Now, Dragonbane past level 46 has the same base damage as a Daedric sword, and with the 40 points damage to dragons, it will be quite effective against those loathsome lizards. And so will the Bane of Alduin.
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it.
But first, let me take a quick detour and pull together some Quicksilver so we can look like we know what we're doing out here. That's better. Now then, I got friends in high places for that shout. Really scaly friends, I might add.
Dremyolok, greetings. With the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break.
I'm about to break his little lizard brain.
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll.
And that is the fastest quest completion you'll ever see in Skyrim. Only one thing left to do. Let's do it. Even with Dragonbane, it's still not a whole lot of damage, it turns out. There is a trick here though, as you can keep Alduin grounded and stagger him by just using a single word from the Dragon Rune shout, so this fight is actually not too difficult. Just gotta keep at it till he finally gives in.
You have become strong.
Like a dog pouting before its master. Like I just told him he shouldn't lick his own ass or something. But he did get away for now, and I need a dragon's help to reach him.
I must have misheard you. I thought you asked me to help you trap a dragon in my palace.
I don't have time for your bitching and moaning. We have to trap a dragon in your palace right now. What the hell do you want, courier? Can you believe the nerve of this guy just waiting for us to end our conversation? I wouldn't mind if you bit him, if I'm being honest. Thank God, I was getting tired of all the riffraff. I hope y'all don't mind if I just quickly run through this dungeon here. Don't worry about this guy, he's already bit the dust. He's quite dusty himself. Now that I'm in heaven, it's time to fight God himself. Or one of them at least. Come on, don't be a pushover to Dremora and a Dragonborn soon. You're better than that. Okay, maybe you're not. The way I'm actually nerfing myself with the unique items rule set than if I were to just make everything myself. If you made it this far, I hope you realize just how truly devastating I could become during this challenge. I guess at the end of the day, an Ultimate Iron Man is still a player with all the access to everything in the game, just needing to make sacrifices and take a bit of a different method to get to where you need to go. But regardless of the path taken, the destination is all the same, and we're just about to cross the finish line. It's time to end this. Sit. And so Alduin flees to Reddit to complain about how bullshit the tick system is. A true casual if I've ever saw one.
They will sing of this battle in Shore's Hall forever, but your fate lies elsewhere.
All hail the Dragonborn! Hail him with great praise!
You know, I'll think I'll stay a bit. That throne is calling my name.